Hello, I'm John Drew, and I'm proud to serve as your elected tax collector for Nassau County. As a lifelong resident, I've watched our county continue to grow. My office serves more than 80,000 members of our community, not just by collecting property taxes, but by serving several state agencies, including the Department of Revenue, the Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, the Department of Health, as well as the Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. Thanks to our exemplary staff, we handle close to 150,000 transactions each year.
Thank you for calling the Nassau County Tax Collector's Office. How may I assist you?
In this video, we want to tell you about one of the most important roles we play. Ironically, no money is involved at all in this work. It involves a simple but really big question that we ask our customers. Would you like to donate the gift of life? At 3 of our 4 locations, our team handles driver license transactions. At our main office on State Road 200, our Callahan office, and at the historic courthouse. During these transactions, residents are asked if they want to join Florida's organ donor registry and be willing to give the gift of life for people waiting for life-saving transplant surgery. In Nassau County, we started asking this question in our own way a long time ago.
And sometimes they question it. I was like, well, it goes to a good cause. I said, because my brother's waiting for an organ donor. And they're like, oh, okay, then yes.
Our staff do an amazing job, and the people of this county are among the state's most supportive of organ donation. Of Florida's 67 counties, Nassau is consistently among the top 3 in registered organ donors. Many of our residents tell us being a lifesaver just seems, well, like the right thing to do.
I think it's great because every person that walks in here is life, because we take life for granted and we breathe the air, and we realize that some people want to live longer to breathe that air. So by asking for an organ donor, that we feel that can extend the life of others that are less fortunate, and by asking, we feel that we're helping and contributing to the department to help others in the future for medical needs. And that's a start of something that could help someone in the future that we may not even know about yet.
This kind of support is why Florida has the nation's 3rd highest donor registry. For members of our staff, this work is really important. To some, it's very personal. Valerie Williams is one of those people.
My brother, he was a diabetic, and he got really sick, and the medicine that he had was with penicillin, which he's allergic to, and it shut down his kidneys. And 5 years later, the kidney had went to sleep, but the pancreas survived. So he's on the donors list again for another transplant.
There are many gift of life connections here in Nassau County. Yulee resident Robert Payton faced severe heart failure, and we nearly lost him 11 years ago. Fortunately, he received the heart transplant he needed, and he's watching his sons grow up only because someone said yes to being an organ donor.
Yeah, I want to try to strive to get more, because every person we add is another hope for life.
John Cochran is a stellar example of how our staff take an organ donor registration and make it personal. It's not just a routine question to them. During Donate Life Month, we have an opportunity to help raise funds to support education about organ donation. In 2018, John Cochran raised more than $300 himself by asking customers to consider donating $1. John helped us be among the top counties in the state for voluntary contributions. I want to thank all of our staff for the work that they do each day to support organ and tissue donation. And I want to thank the people of Nassau County. All of us here are proud of the support that you give to make the gift of life possible for those who need life-saving transplant surgery. Nearly 70% of Nassau County residents are already registered as organ donors. That's exemplary, but we want it to be even higher. So for those of you who are not yet registered, I've got one question for you. Would you like to donate the gift of life?